All right, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. In a very special way, I'm welcoming you. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, I'm excited about this day. You know what? Because it's a football weekend. And if you are new here, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me hear from you in the comment section about everything that we are doing here. I want to know whether this channel, you have made it your own, and everything that I'm doing here, let me hear from you. It doesn't matter what you say. I am all for you. I'm open to corrections. We are still new. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Yes, and remember to on your notification bell so that in case of any exclusives, you'll be first to be notified. All right? Okay, let's get started. It is all about Chelsea and this weekend games. Yeah, the weekend is here and tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday, Sunday is Chelsea, Brighton. But as it stands right now, we are being told the same story that we were told before the Newcastle game. That there were about 11 players of Newcastle that are on the injury list. 11. And we were not sure who was going to play the match. Only to realize that the same people that we said were injured, almost about 6-7 of them featured in the game against Chelsea. Now, Brighton are playing the same mind game with us. They said they have about 11 or 12 players that are on injury list. Right now, I have on my list here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players. Brighton could face Chelsea without Adam Webster, Paez, Estupinan, Solimarch, James Milner, Danny Welbeck, Julio Enciso, Caro Mitoma, Ansu Fati, and Tariq Lamptey. All these players, according to the report we are receiving, as at last night, they are all injured. And you heard from the coach, the Zebi, complaining about losing Casado and 1 or 2 other players, which is affecting his team currently, even in Europe. You heard him complain about it. But these are the names: Adam Webster, Paez, Estupinan, Solimarch, James Milner, Danny Welbeck, Julio Enciso, Caro Mitoma, Ansu Fati, Tariq Lamptey. According to sources, all these players are going to be missing Chelsea match. The same story we heard before the Newcastle game. How true is this? We don't know. How possible? I am not sure. I am not sure. Well, we move on to other news. Chelsea could soon be able to welcome Kendry Paez to Cobham for the first time after his visa was accepted to travel to the UK. Good news for us. Kendry Paez, we saw him, the young, talented Ecuadorian who played alongside Casado in the last international game. We saw his display. He could not secure visa all this while since he was signed by Chelsea. He is still playing for his club. Now, according to report, his visa, Chelsea was able to secure his visa finally. And so by January, when the team is on recess or during a transfer window, he can travel to Chelsea anytime, train with the Chelsea squad anytime, until whenever he's matured enough to be registered in the Premier League. Finally, Kendry Paez can travel. He said we just had Kendry Paez visa accepted. Now we have to wait for Chelsea's plan for him to travel. What a good news. A great good news for us. We have the talent. Like I said yesterday, this current management or the owners, they are looking into the future. They are not looking at now. But Chelsea was built with the mindset of being, the club for now and the future. We understand these Americans, they have a strategy. But for how long are we going to be waiting and be patient? Look, as it stands right now, they are beginning to realize their mistake. And they are ready and willing to correct it. This January window, we are going to sign at least 2 or 3 players that are matured. It's not going to be 17, 18 years, 19 years any longer. No. 23, 24, 25. This January, even the next summer, the investment Chelsea made so far in young players is huge. It's huge. And we are still looking at other talents because of the future. But right now, Kendry Paez visa has been secured, and which is a good news that I'm bringing to you right now. Exclusive. You can see him there, Kendry Paez. All right. Yesterday's training, Mauricio Pochettino was chatting in depth with Modric and Broja in yesterday's training. They were seeing Mauricio talking to Modric and Broja closely, giving them close attention, instructions specifically. I'm not too sure what they were discussing, but they were both seen, and it was indicated that chatting in depth with Modric and Broja. Does that mean that we are going to be seeing Modric and Broja starting in the starting lineup against Brighton? I would love to see them start. I would love to see Modric start the game against Brighton. Likewise, Broja. At least let's see. Let them start and let's see. We've given Sterling the opportunity. We've given how do you call him? Nicolas Jackson the opportunity in starting of games. Let's see what Broja and Modric can also do when they start a game. I want to see them, honestly. So as you can see, Modric there at training. Yesterday, he was training. Mauricio Pochettino is as surprised as anyone by Cole Palmer's superb start at Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino himself was surprised at the way Cole Palmer started in Chelsea, the way he settled in quickly, and the way he began to show his, real self with confidence, as if he's an old player who has been there for years. According to the news, Pochettino himself was surprised. He said because the manager had to be persuaded to sanction the 45 million signing. Initially, when Chelsea wanted to buy him, he didn't agree. Pochettino didn't agree. He had to take people to convince him, to persuade him to agree to the signing of the 45 million player from Manchester City. We understand his first choice was, how do you call him? Oh my goodness. This Nigerian player that got injured. The second attention was on Kudus. Mohamed Kudus was his choice. Second attention was on Mohamed Kudus. But when they could not, according to Kudus' team, Chelsea presented a ridiculous offer. Maybe because he's coming from Ajax. And at that time, they were talking to many players. So some of the offers were not favorable. Otherwise, even Kudus was waiting. According to his agent, they were waiting all the delay for Kudus not to go to Brighton early or West Ham. Was because they were waiting on Chelsea to present a counter offer or a new offer. When those could not happen, and Chelsea now noticing that Kudus is going to West Ham, they now decided to go in for Cole Palmer, which the coach was not in favor of. He was not convinced about him. He had to be persuaded. Pochettino felt the team had enough wide players, but was persuaded to go ahead with Palmer by influential director Joe Shields. This guy has done great signing for Chelsea. Joe Shields, he has done a great signing. Some of the signings that he made, you could see clearly that he's been working hard. He's been working hard, getting great talent. Our only problem is we needed some experience in the squad. We needed some experience in the squad. Otherwise, if you look at all the talent that he bought for Chelsea this past summer window, wow. Well, Romeo Lavia was actually seen on training yesterday as well. Romeo Lavia back to full training yesterday. But Nkuku was nowhere near. We don't know whether some of the players were training somewhere, privately. Sometimes some of the strategies, they might not like the opposition team to notice what we are doing. So sometimes some of the players can be separated. Yeah. Because we didn't see Malo Gusto, we didn't see Nkuku at training, and few others. But as you can see, Romeo Lavia is fully back training with the first team squad at Cobham yesterday. All right. On the other news, Raheem Sterling has been shortlisted for Premier League award, goal of the season. Raheem Sterling has been shortlisted for Premier League award for the month of November. The month of November, yeah. Raheem Sterling, as you can see him there. That's just for your information. A little bit story on the Brighton. Roberto Di Zerbi, I am sorry to lose great players. Casado and McAllister I'm not happy, but I know very well where I am working. And the policy of the club is like this. So the policy of the club is to groom players, sell them, and make profit. He said he's not happy losing McAllister and Casado. But that is the policy of the club. He cannot change it, my dear friend. Who is he to change it? He just can't change it. All right. Okay. Some pictures from training. You can see Thiago Silva there training. Yeah, from training. Romeo Lavia was involved in training as well, as you can see there clearly. On that note, my dear friend, let me end here. I shall be back with more exclusives. Even before the press conference or the coach, I may still come back your way. See you in the next one. And remember, it's Bet Winner. Bet Winners, you can see the logo right there on the screen. It's about Bet Winner. Bet with Bet Winner and win big, win great. This weekend, a lot of games. The link to register is there in the description. Register and use my promo code TIM1979. TIM1979 and win great. Win great. Well, dear friend, I'll see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.